This is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports. It's time for the 2021 Boys State Hockey Tournament. Boys State Hockey is brought to you by First National Bank, Envirotech, Taco John's, and Xander Auto Parts. And also by Fisher Rounds, Kubota, Dakota Land, The Clubhouse and Pier, Weatherall, and Hermanson Endodontics. Boys State Hockey Tournament coverage is also brought to you by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Fastenal, Tickled Pink, the Shields Iceplex, Midwest Hockey TV, and Grey Goose Store and Social Club. State Tournament hockey coverage is also brought to you by Leisure Palace Pools and Spa, Reliabank, Pelican Power Sports, Pizza Ranch, and Sunmasters. And now with the call of the action, here's Jeff Anderson, Jim Lloyd, and John Winkler.
As we welcome you back here to the Shields Iceplex for game number 2 of the state tournament, it's going to be the Hawaii Capitals taking on the Huron All-Stars in the 2-7 matchup as John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd and Jeff Anderson. We have played that first game, and it was a 8-1 win for Rushmore. It was a 2-1 game right before the end of the second period where Rushmore scored twice to make it 4-1 and then scored 4 in the third period and 1 in runtime, and they won 8-1 over the Sioux Center Storm. Guys, this is a 2-7 matchup where we thought maybe the first game was going to be really good, and it was up until the beginning of the third period. This one, the Caps, the Hawaii Capitals, the number 2 seed, they know they got to take care of business today. That Huron All-Star team, that 7-8 team, they're going to be looking for a major upset. 6-3 wasn't going to be that big, but 7-2 is going to be a major upset, and the Caps have got to be able to play their game today.
Well, and I think the Caps came for the same reason the Thunder did. They came to win this tournament.
Yep.
And that makes a big difference when you start hitting the ice if you expect to win like that. But Huron's a good team. They started out really slow this season. They had a heck of a time getting that first win.
Oh, yeah.
But they've gained a little bit of strength, and Coach Eide will have this team ready to play. Now, whether or not they can stay with the Caps and do that for 3 periods, who knows? But they'll be ready. They'll come out ready to play.
And one of the big things of why they're so good and why they've played so well, Cooper Letcher, their goalie. He is a very talented goalie, and he can win any kind of hockey game for you.
Yeah. But when you bring back people like Hoops and you have Phillips and you have Bogue and you have people like that, Rudabush, Berquist, they do have some veterans on this team that can do some damage. So it'll be interesting. We should also send a shout out to Jake Eide and his wife because they had twins day before yesterday.
Yeah, and he's a busy man. He's going to be on the bench today. He said he was going to see us tomorrow when I talked to him last night, and he apologized for not getting the lines to me right away because I'm like, that's not an apology that you gotta give me here. That's a very good excuse not to. You could even said anything to me, and I would have totally understood. But yeah, congratulations to Jake Eide and his wife. They got twins 2 days ago. And now he's going to be coaching here. He's looking for a first win with his newborn twins.
Yeah. But those little twins are pretty easy right now. They do a lot of sleeping. They're pretty easy. But when we talk about this next March, we're going to see how busy he is. He's going to have 2 1-year-olds. That's a little different.
That's going to be a little different.
It's great for him. We're excited for that family.
Well, yeah, and of course we have a little bit of connection with Jake because he was a player for the Watertown Lakers years ago, and then of course a coach a little bit, and then he moved to Huron. So congrats to them. Yes.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, by the way, Oahe beat Huron twice during the year, but that was back in December, long time ago, 8-2 and 3-1, and they won 8-2 on December 6th and won 3-1 on January 9th.
And they got an empty net goal in that January 9th game, and that was a 2-1 hockey game for the majority. I mean, it was a 2-1 hockey game because they scored an empty net goal. Cooper Letcher is such a huge part of this team that if he can steal hockey games, and they were 0-7, I believe, 0-8 or something like that, and they're now 6-12-2. That's a team playing going the right direction going into the state tournament.
Well, and Jeff said it. that's a long time ago.
Yep.
It really is.
Yeah.
In the hockey world and in the hockey season, that's forever ago. All the records are gone right now. We do this in the state tournament. Everybody's gone, and it's going to have to be
0-0.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's going to have to happen on the ice. And you're right. Huron has gone up this latter half of the year, so they'll be ready. They will
Yeah.
be.
Cooper Letcher, by the way, has a 5.30 goals against average, a 74 save percentage. He has 6 wins on the year, but they had a tough first half, as you mentioned. Oahe, of course, much different situation. But one of the things that makes Oahe such a good team is they have 2 good goalies.
Yep, Carter Scholes will get the start here this afternoon, or still this morning, as he will go against the Huron All-Stars. 8 wins on the season, 2.20 goals against average, and 925 save percentage.
That's
Kieran
pretty
Duffy,
darn good.
Yeah, Kieran Duffy, the other goalie that you would think would play tomorrow, and we'll have to talk with Coach Steele after this game's over. You would think that if they play tomorrow, that Kieran Duffy will go. He's got just as good numbers. They're basically 2 peas in a pod when it comes to the numbers. Although, Kieran Duffy's got 9 wins on the season, but his goals against average is right around that same spot at 1.97 and 929 save percentage. So both these goalies are very, very good.
So he doesn't start tonight, the first game of the state tournament, and he's got a 1.97 goals against average.
And you don't go with him because you've got another guy that's just as good. That tells you how good these goalies are for the Oahe Capitals.
Well, and Oahe's one of those teams that have been in the top 3 all year long.
Yep.
And they've never wavered from that. And this could be their season. It really could be. Like I said earlier, they're here to win this tournament. And this is a team that can win this tournament.
Again, it's the Oahe Capitals taking on the Huron All-Stars. We take one break. We come back. We got Puck Drop for you. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout-out to our hometown team, the Oahe Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments, fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals!
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
We are back here at the Shields Iceplex as the Oahe Capitals are taking the ice right now. As they will take the ice ball by the Huron All-Stars. And again, John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd and Jeff Anderson. 2 versus 7 matchup. This is a game that for the Oahe Capitals, they've got to make sure that they win this game. They've got to come out to, they were expected to win, but they can't let the expectation just put them into a victory. They've got to go out and earn it too.
Yeah,
Exactly. They can't just show up and play. They've got to go out and work for it. You're right.
These tournaments are one game at a time, and you better be ready to play because somebody can surprise you at any game.
And again, the Huron All-Stars, they're led in scoring by Isaiah Phillips, who had 23 goals this season. The Hawaii Capitals, they had 2 guys score 20 goals. Elliott Life's got the lead, the team high in 27 goals, and Rafe Briggs with 24. That top line of those 3 seniors of Elliott Life, Rafe Briggs, and Andy Gordon are some of the 3 smoothest guys on the ice to move the puck around. That's top line is going to be a fun one to watch throughout the entire tournament.
Yeah, look at the goals that they've scored. I mean, you've mentioned that 27, 24, and 18. That could be the best line in the state.
As we throw it over to the PA for the introductions of the starting lineups.
The number 2 seed, Oahe Capitals, and the number 7 seed, Huron All-Star. Let's meet the players for both teams. First for the All-Stars. Starting lineup, in goal, number 30, Cooper Letcher. On defense, number 18, Tanner Bergquist.
Oh, yeah.
On defense, number 2, Andrew Ardeman. At forward, number 10, William Burns. At forward, number 9, Cody Rodebush. And at forward, number 8, Isaiah Phillips. Coaches for the All-Stars are Jacob Eide, Paul Kramer, Charles Miner, and Lauren Miner. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Oahe Capitals. Starting in goal, number 33, Carter Schultz. On defense, number 87, Dre Burt.
Are they going to be in our way?
On defense, number 90, Cord Ellis. At forward, number 24, Rafe Briggs. At forward, number 18, Andrew Gordon. And at forward, number 10, Elliott Lee. Coaches for the Capitals are Stephen Steele, Brian Hermanson, Jonathan Kotilnik, and Paul Nelson.
That's not who they gave me.
Your game officials for today's game as assigned by the South Dakota Hockey Association. Your referee from Breckenridge, Colorado, Ron Johnson.
Okay.
From Climax, Minnesota, Brad Schutt. Linesman from Epiphany, South Dakota, Matt Strand. And from Lake Sinai, South Dakota, Justin Dallas. All right, fans, who's ready for a little championship hockey?
So those are your starting lineups for this game here this afternoon, or I guess still this morning, as we're running about 5 minutes ahead of schedule as the Hawaii Capitals take on the Huron All-Stars. The Capitals will go from left to right on your dial, the Huron All-Stars from right to left, and of course if you're watching on YouTube, you will see that from left to right and right to left as you're watching, and appreciate you watching on YouTube right now and also listening on Capital City Rock or in Watertown at KSTR.
How about these unis, huh, John?
Love them. Love these.
They look good.
Love these uniforms, and I love the red that the Huron All-Stars are wearing with the white numbers and the black trim, because that really helps distinguish those numbers out there. And the Caps are wearing their white jerseys with the green around the middle and the Caps logo in front with their goldish numbers in the back. It's going to be Elliott Life against Isaiah Phillips for the opening face-off. 17 minutes are on the clock. Run away in Game 2 of the state tournament, as the Huron All-Stars will win the face-off. And here's Dre Burnt. He'll go back into his own zone. He'll wrap it around the boards. He'll be played back out for Rafe Briggs just past Elliott Life, and then played up and forward by Drew Artman. In the neutral zone, Artman will get the puck back. He'll race it in towards the blue line again, and that one's going to be taken away by Burns, and then Elliott Life is taken down, but there is no penalty that's going to be called on the All-Star, so we remain 5-on-5 as it's up for Cody Rudebush, and he fights off the check of Cord Ellis. And then a couple of players changing. That was close to having too many men on the ice. Cord Ellis will glove it into the Huron bench. We get our first whistle with 16:22 to go here in the first period. So again, Cooper Letcher coming in with 6 wins of 5.30 goals against average, 874 save percentage. He's going against Carter Scholes of the Capitals with 8 wins of 2.20 goals against average and 925 save percentage. Off the tie-up, it's taken by the Huron All-Stars in the neutral zone, and it will be rehops up and a shot save made by Carter Scholes, the first one of the game. And it's played back to the near side boards, and Ashton Grease will flip it out of the zone, and it'll go all the way down as it tumbles in front of the Huron cage, where it's going to be grabbed by Drew Artman again. Artman's pass nearly intercepted, but it goes off the stick of Grady Bott and in to the neutral zone. Isaac Pollock will go off the boards. He's paired up with the defense along with Chris Schultz to start this hockey game. Chris Schultz now has it in his own blue line and races the neutral zone and will dump it in as they'll be wrapped around the boards but cut off by Cooper Letcher. He'll play it back behind the net, and the All-Stars are the first ones to get there. Jaden Floor will play it around the boards, and he'll be back again here on the near side corner, where a lot of the Capital faithful, the student section, are standing and blocking my view in that corner, and probably the camera's view as well. Keenan Howard's pass through the slot comes out for Isaac Pollock. His shot gets redirected by Howard, and that one goes wide. Hard off the boards, but it went off of a pane of glass and stayed in the zone and near the goal line, and Jaden Floor is able to one-hand it back behind the net. Here's now for, again, Drew Artman. He's been out there a long time. Almost turned it over. Boy, he's had almost a 2-minute shift here to start this game. Isaiah Phillips gloved it down. The backhander from Floor goes wide of Letcher. Floor is able to get to it first. His pass to the slot comes back for Rafe Briggs. He'll play it over for Chris Schultz. Schultz with a shot. That one got blocked in front and made its way through, but an easy save for Letcher to get a whistle with 14:52. And Drew Artman's going to get some oxygen. He's going to get off the ice and get some oxygen. He's been out the entire time in this first 2 minutes.
He got stuck out there, didn't he? He just could not seem to get off the ice.
So the face-off to the left of Letcher. Elliott Life will win the face-off, looking to go in front of the net. It comes back in front. Gordon with a shot, and that was a save made by Letcher. Flipped up, held in off the feet of Cordellis. Gordon will leave it back for Elliott Life. His shot goes off the back skate of Gordon, and then Rafe Briggs will get the angle to get the puck. The shot goes through from Ellis, but that one got blocked down off the stick of Tanner Bergquist. It'll be around the boards, and Bergquist again. He's going to get checked along the boards, but it will be back out for Dre Burnt. He'll backhand flip it back in the zone, and it'll be played around. Dre Burnt will throw it right back in from the red line, so there is no icing. And Cooper Letcher now will try and play it back. He almost played it too hard, looking for his defenseman, and Sean Reddy. Back at the blue line, there's a good job by Andy Gordon to hold it in. Tanner Bergquist trying to get it out of the zone, and it will be right over the bouncing puck, right over the leg of Rafe Briggs. And it will come out. Bergquist again now has it. Bergquist will race into center ice as it caps her in the chains. That shot goes high over Scholes. Was off target as well, and Dre Burnt, now as he starts to lose an edge, he's able to keep his stride going, and then a pass goes across, and it's going to be taken by Elliott Life, but he couldn't stay on his skates. And he, along with Dre Burnt, couldn't get to the puck first, as it'll come back out towards the blue line. Jaden Floor trying to hold it in, and it will be pushed back in by Elliott Life. Now turned over, Jaden Floor. He couldn't get his stick to it. And no shot away from Floor. 13:25 to go here in the first period. It's been all caps so far on the attacking end. That bouncing puck will find its way into the glove of Cooper Letcher to get a whistle with 13:23 to go.
Wow, quick one, huh?
Yeah,
These guys, you're right. These guys get up and down the ice.
And so far, we've seen it all on the right side of your dial or right side of your screen of the Caps attacking. Ashton Grease looked to win the face-off. He started to win it, but it was taken by the All-Stars. That pass to the slot for Floor, but his shot ends up going off the skates and went wide by Sean Reddy. Howard now has it. Keenan Howard to pass over for Chris Schultz. He'll walk to the face-off dot and a shot, and a save made by Letcher, and he'll cover for the whistle. And a good stick made by Rehops to block that up to get a whistle from Letcher with 13:08 to go here in the first period. 3-1 in shots. Referee talking with Cooper Letcher. Ashton Grease again will take the face-off against Isaiah Phillips. It's won by Grease and a shot by Howard and a save made by Letcher. That pass comes through almost to the top of the blue paint from Jaden Floor. And then it was lifted out of the zone. Isaac Pollock is back. He makes two moves around a guy, trying to make a third move and then lost the puck. And then it's up in the air, glove down, and then trying to be thrown back in by Cody Rudebush. Almost caught it and kept it in his glove. Now Rudebush again, he can't get into the zone. Goes off the glass, and it's still played off the skate of Keenan Howard. And that pass comes over for Ashton Grease. Gets onside. Grease with a shot. That one goes wide of Letcher. and then be played back around. And it's up here to be played by Lucas Sibley. First time we've said Sibley's name here this afternoon. Here's Hops again. Hops will bring in the offensive end. Hops trying to get a pass across. Isaac Pollock knocked him down. He's still on his shin pads as he was skating, floating across the ice. That pass goes over for Keenan Howard off of a stick, but still here for Howard. And he'll throw it in on nets, and a bouncing puck is off the pads of Letcher. Elliott Life was able to cut off of Tanner Bergquist, but then missing a couple of checks. That was from Lucas Sibley. And then he finally took one more check from Elliott Life, and the Caps now will ice the puck with 11:54 to go here in the first period. It's 5-2 in shots so far on the Tickled Pink scoreboard. It's nothing is our score. As Isaiah Phillips will take the face-off with Elliott Life to the right of Carter Scholes. And it's won by the Caps. Flipped up by Dre Burns. It'll be played back by the All-Stars, and here's Cord Ellis now. Flips it up. Andy Gordon has it, and then Rafe breaks a pass. That one was just a little bit off for Elliott Life, and it'll be a whistle and another icing with 11:41 left to play here in the first period.
That could have been off to the races if that pass would have connected.
Face-off will be to the right of, to the left of Carter Scholes. And it's won by the All-Stars on a shot. They score! Cody Rudebush makes it 1-0 for the All-Stars with 11:39 to play right off the face-off, off the bar and in. And the All-Stars strike first.
And that happened quick off the face-off. Rudebush happened to be standing in the right spot, and he got everything on it. He knew exactly where he was going to put it.
His 9th goal of the year.
And that is not the start that the Hawaii Capitals were hoping for. Phillips will get the assist, winning the faceoff, and it is 1-0 here for the Huron All-Stars. Here is Dre Burnt. He'll go up for Rafe Briggs, and now Briggs will carry it in the zone. He'll fight off the check of Tanner Bergquist. Elliott Life, he's behind the net. He'll turn with it, throws off the back of the cage, and Andy Gordon will take it. His pass comes in front. Here's Life with a shot that goes high. A bouncing puck, and Rafe Briggs will get it back out for Elliott Life. His shot is low. There's a save made by Letcher, and we get another whistle with 11:14 to go here in the first period. And the Huron All-Stars have got the first goal of the game.
Oahe Capitals here doing what they do, just going to start throwing it on the net, and these guys can score, as you know. And there's some veteran guys on this team, and I'm sure they feel very comfortable right now getting this thing tied up.
I don't think there's any kind of hesitation on the bench or any kind of nervousness on the bench other than the actual game nerves that you have to begin with. Here's Isaac Pollock in his own end. He'll throw it up for Keenan Howard. Goes between the legs and then thrown back in. That one came off of number 15, Ree Hops. That's up for Ashton Grease. Now here's Keenan Howard. Howard to the face-off dot. The shot and a save made by Letcher. Here is Jaden Floor trying to get past it back out. Good stick there by Isaac Pollock. Comes for Grease. His shot goes wide. And Pollock now goes behind the goal mount. And it's back for Tanner Bergquist. Pollock again still has it. Pollock trying to get to the front of the net. Could not. And then fighting off a couple of checks. 3 players will battle for it near the boards on the near side. And it's back for Pollock to hold the zone, to wrap it around the boards. And it's Sean Reddy to get to it first. And Reddy will get it out of the zone. His pass goes up for Hops, and that will be across and over for Burns. And Burns will dump it in and go off for a change. Chris Schultz will stop the direction, try and turn the other way. He'll stop and start again, but then lost the puck behind the net. A pass out front, and it goes off of the stick, and then Ashton Grease will get it out of the zone. Actually, he'll skate in his own zone to get some separation, and now he'll carry it in the neutral zone. He's going to gain some speed going in the offensive end. Try to make one move around Sean Reddy, and then Grease trying to get it to the front, and that pass goes off the back of the goal. And it's played still in the zone as Ashton Grease again will turn with it. Tries to get it for Briggs. Briggs with a shot. And that one does not say. It was a save made by Letcher, but we still continue to play. He didn't cover it. There was no whistle, and now Briggs has it again. Briggs thought the play was over. Here's Dre Burnt with a shot, goes wide. Back over for Cord Ellis. And Ellis plays it up for Gordon. Elliott Life now is back on the ice. Cord Ellis trying to hold the zone on the pinch in, but it will be taken out by the All-Stars. And a wind up from Rudebush, and it'll be bouncing in on net to where now Dre Burns will play it around for Andy Gordon. That's tipped off of his stick, and it'll be played all the way back for Sean Reddy. And it'll be now up for Andy Gordon again. His backhand doesn't get out of the zone. Trying to get to the front of the nets on a pass attempt from Drew Artman. And a good stick to keep it to the slot. But a man had lost his stick. Now here's Elliott Life going 2-on-3 in the zone along with Dre Burnt. But it's quickly thrown back out, and that's going to be an icing. And it will be, as Cord Ellis couldn't get to the puck because the referee got into his way.
Huron came to play.
Yep, 1-0 is our score here with 8:55 to go in the first period.
In a lot of ways, Oahe is dominating, and yet it is Huron that has the goal in this game.
Elliott Life does not win the face-off, but is still played here. There's a shot from Cord Ellis, redirected by Briggs, and a save made by Letcher. Well, it looks like Letcher might be here to play today as the Huron All-Stars at the blue line. Rafe Briggs is able to hold the zone, and the top line for the Capitals look to go to work in the offensive end, but it's around the boards to the near side for Foster Ferguson. And there's a big shoulder. Dre Burns, he'll throw it towards the net. That was sticked. It was going wide, but it was sticked by Cooper Letcher. A pass turned around, and that one misses. And it will be now the All-Stars and Isaiah Phillips, the leading goal scorer for the All-Stars in. Phillips with a shot, save made, rebound is loose, and a good couple of skates there from Cord Ellis to keep it out. But the pass comes back in front, and it'll be out of the zone here at the blue line. Artman will throw it back in, and they'll go off for a quick change with 8:05 to go here in the first period. And here is now Dre Burns. And Burns, he'll go off the boards, up for Ashton Grease. His backhand didn't get all of it. They're trying to get over for Howard. The puck was still around his skates, but he couldn't find it. Now Jaden Floor steps on the ice. Here's Dre Burns again. And Burnt will throw it in. That one's going wide of Letcher. And it's back for Jaden Floor. Here comes free for Ashton Grease from the slot. Pass for Floor and a one-timer. Fans on it. But a man lost his glove and his stick, and that was coming from Sean Reddy. And Reddy tried to kick it out soccer style and ended up falling over before he get to his glove and his stick. And now here are the All-Stars in Tanner Bergquist. Jaden Floor will intercept a pass, still in the zone. And a pass will come out as it will be played up by Hops, and he'll throw it around. Hoops, and he'll throw it around for Chris Schultz now to Isaac Pollock. And here's Jaden Floor off the boards, looking for Ashton Grease, and Grease has it on his off wing. He'll throw it towards the net. It was blockered down by Cooper Letcher, but then Jaden Floor couldn't get that pass over to him. Chris Schultz trying to hold the zone. Good stick from Howard. Puck still around the boards on the near side. Jaden Floor a pass for Keenan Howard. He'll wind up with a shot in the redirect that goes wide. Wind up off a Huron All-Star stick. Jaden Floor trying to get in the front of the net. Could not. Isaac Pollock did a good job of holding the zone. Caps are in the middle trying to make a change here while in the attacking end. And this isn't the period of the long change where you're offensively looking at your bench in the attacking end. And here is now Elliott Life. Lost off of his stick, and Isaiah Phillips will play it back. The Caps will get their top line now out. And now goes off the skate of Rafe Briggs. Trying to get the steal, but it's going to be played back around. And here's Phillips again. Isaiah Phillips, so the All-Stars have the 1-0 lead. He's thrown in the boards by Elliott Life. And then turned it over, but he'll be played back. And Life will take a swing at it from his knees, and will get it to Rafe Briggs. And now Briggs will carry to the zone. Briggs in, toe drag shot, and that one goes wide. Isaac Pollock stepped up on the play, and Elliott Life was able to get his skates to it to hold the zone. And it's back for Andy Gordon. He'll fake a wind-up shot and play it back for Briggs. Played back for Dre Burnt. He'll throw it towards the net, goes wide of Letcher. Isaac Pollock with 5:30 to go here in the first period. That one comes out of the zone. Will go all the way down for an icing. Nope, they'll wave it off. They'll say Dre Burnt didn't take the right route to it. And now Burnt goes up for Andy Gordon to be played back. And it's now Artman. Artman will shoulder Burnt, but both stay on their skates. Now here's Briggs in. Briggs with a shot off the toe drag, and that goes high. The headhunter shot of Cooper Letcher. Briggs has it again. He'll pass to Andy Gordon, rolls off of his stick. And then at the blue line, held in, and now here's Ashton Grease in. Grease with a shot, and the save made by Letcher. And Letcher was kind of out of position, but he still made the save, and it's still 1-0 with 5:04 to go here in the first period.
10-4 shots on goal with Oahe the advantage there, but they trail on the scoreboard.
So the faceoff will be to the right of Cooper Letcher. Ashton Grease and Isaiah Phillips, won by Grease. Played back for Burnt. Burnt with a shot and a diving block by Reddy. That pass coming to the front, still loose in the slot. and then it will be played by Phillips, but he lost the puck. And then it's finally played by Bergquist. Well, he'll get out of the zone. And Bergquist trying to go back and forth with Keenan Howard, and then Howard will just throw him in the boards to get him off the puck. Now here's Ashton Grease in the neutral zone. That's played back by Cody Rudebush. And Rudebush will turn his pass off of a skate, off of a stick, but now taken by Phillips. And now here's Isaiah Phillips. He'll swing in. Phillips trying to get to the slot. That shot goes high over Scholes. 4:25 to go here in the first period. Phillips gets checked in the boards by Burnt, but he stays on his skates. Phillips still trying to stay strong on his skates. He'll get a pass over, and it's now going to be played back over for Hoops. And Hoops now will turn. He'll throw it back behind the net. And Dre Burnt now has it for the Caps. Hard off the glass, and it will be going down for an icing with 4:06 left to go here in the first period. And again, a 1-0 lead for the Huron All-Stars.
Huron was in the middle of a change there. Rye Hoops, of course, missed all of last year with a severe knee injury, so it's nice to see him back on the ice playing this year for the Huron All-Stars.
4:06 left to go here in the first period. 1-0 lead for the All-Stars, and the faceoff is won by the Caps, and Isaac Pollock has it. And Pollock will go up for Gordon, and it'll be played back out. And then it's again for Pollock. Pollock goes over for Briggs, but goes off of his skate. And now Elliott live for the neutral zone. A bouncing puck is pinballing around and is finally dumped in by the All-Stars and then chopped down by Chris Schultz. Pollock off the boards. Angled it over for Briggs. And Briggs will swing wide, trying to stay underneath the check. Briggs trying to get to the front. A bouncing puck, and Andy Gordon hit it baseball style towards the net. And Cooper Letcher made the save on the near side. Gordon backhands it back behind the net. It'll be played right back to where it was in the corner, and Chris Schultz is able to hold the zone to Isaac Pollock, but it's finally thrown out by the All-Stars, and is now back for Chris Schultz. Schultz now will wrap it around the boards, try to wrap it around the boards, but I think it went off the Zamboni doors and came back out in front, and now here's Isaiah Phillips back in. Phillips had his stick off of the puck by Isaac Pollock, and then played back out, and here's Briggs one-on-one into the zone. Briggs, his toe drag move doesn't work. Drew Artman now has it. Artman will go 1-on-4 in the zone. He'll try and get around Chris Schultz, and he'll come all the way to Carter Scholes, and he will cover for the whistle with 2:50 to go here in the first period.
His pass went right between the legs that time, but he couldn't catch up to the puck.
Good defensive play there.
Yeah.
So it's 2:50 to go here in the first period. 1-0 is our score between Huron and the Hawaii Capitals. Faceoff is won here by the Caps. Dre Burton will throw it around for Jaden Floor. And Floor couldn't get to the puck. But it'll be played back, and it will be played up out of the zone by the Caps. Here for Tanner Bergquist. Bergquist flips it up off of Isaiah Phillips. Ashton Grease with one hand on his stick. He'll kick it forward to keep it on his stick and keep it playing. Here's Ashton Grease with a shot that goes off of a stick, and it goes in the netting for a puck out of play with 2:24 to go here in the first period.
And the Tickle Pink scoreboard shows Huron leading 1-0, but Hawaii's outshot them 11-5 in this first period.
And they even when they haven't got the shots, it's been mostly Hawaii Capitals on the attacking side. As it's going to be now Phillips again. Here comes Phillips. He's been on the ice a lot here this morning. There's a shot, and that's off the blocker of Carter Scholes. Here's Dre Burnt with a pass. And Rudebush, he'll play it up for Keenan Howard. And Howard will take it here for the Capitals, trying to get it for Grease. And Grease comes in onside off of his skate. And it'll be played back around. And he'll come out of the zone. Here's Keenan Howard to take it. Good job by Howard. His pass for Floor. Floor will throw it in on the cross-corner dump. He'll go off Grease will go off for a change. Just played back around. John Lyons will step up here. John Lyons with a shot. Save made. Rebound. Save made by Letcher again, and they will cover for the whistle with 1:40 to go here in the first period. John Lyons' first shift of the game. Steps around the ice and has a really good look at the nets.
And Letcher playing that game that you talked about that he could have, and he's doing it so far.
It's been a very impressive first period here for Cooper Letcher, making all 12 stops so far on the Caps shot. With 1:40 to go here in the first period. Faceoff is won by the Caps. Over for Isaac Pollock. Pollock with a shot. That one I don't think got through to Cooper Letcher. It'll be played up and just past the glove of Isaac Pollock. They're going to say was a save for Letcher. So now a pass goes over for Rafe Briggs. And now Briggs goes over for Gordon. Off the hit stick into the zone. Gordon will turn with it. His pass, fanned on it. He'll come out of the zone. And now here comes one-on-one back in the zone. There's a shot and a glove save made by Scholes as he saw it all the way off of Will Burns' shot. And another whistle with 1:10 left to play here in the first period. Well, 13-6 now in shots. The faceoff will be the left of Carter Scholes. And it's won by the Caps, but taken by the All-Stars. Here's Artman. He'll step up, and as a defenseman, he's behind the net. He'll play it back out for Bergquist, his defensive partner. That shot gets blocked around, and a rebound chance that Carter Scholes is able to make the save. There's another chance. Rebounds loose in front, and the Caps are able to get out of their own end. Almost got a good pass for Elliott Live to go off to the races, but a good stick there from Bergquist. Isaac Pollock fan on a clearing attempt. Back for Andy Gordon. Final minute here in the first period. 40 seconds actually left to go in the first, as Gordon will dump it in the zone. Isaiah Phillips got to it first, but he's ridden off the puck by Elliott Life. Then he's thrown in the boards by Drew Artman. Breaks along in the corner, trying to get it back out. Now here's Gordon. He'll turn, trying to throw it back around, keep the cycle rolling with 20 seconds to go. Good stick lift there by Elliott Life. The puck is still loose, and then Andy Gordon came in with the puck loose, and Letcher just got his glove on top of it before Gordon could get there.
That puck sat in the crease for a long time without anybody touching it.
16.7 to go here in the first period. 1-0 for the Huron All-Stars. And that one's flipped up and it just stays underneath the ceiling, comes out of the zone, and now here's a chance for the All-Stars late in the period with 10 seconds left. Rudabush, Isaac Pollock goes to the ice. Pass comes for Artman. There's a shot, and that one's loose, and it's covered up with 1.8 to go. And it remains 1-0.
Rye Hoops was camped right on top of the crease there looking for that rebound.
That was, and I don't know who it was. I couldn't see maybe if it was Rafe Briggs that came flying through and almost like he was chopping out a tree trying to keep Hoops away from getting that shot. With 1.8 left to go, the faceoff was one, comes over, backhander towards the net, went wide, but that ends the first period, and the 7th seed Huron All-Stars, they lead the Hawaii Capitals here after the first period with a 1-0 score. And Cooper Letcher, got to be your first star, your top star here this first period.
Yeah, you got to like the way he's playing right now, and he's in one of those modes right now. Go ahead and shoot on me, and you can see it in his posturing. He's ready to go.
The great thing about what the Hawaii Capitals have and Coach Steele and what the seniors have, and Rafe Briggs having the being the captain of the team and a lot of seniors on this team, they know how to stay calm. They stay calm here. They're not in any kind of rush to try and tie the game up in the second period, but it's not how the first period was they were hoping for to start this hockey game.
Yeah, you're right. You've got some senior leadership, and these guys have been here before. And you can bet that they're not panicking right now. They still think they're going to win this game. They don't have any other thoughts.
So it's 1-0 here after the first period. We will step aside. We'll come back with our first intermission stats. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, on 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
In 2020, we learned keeping close to home and family is more important than ever. As a locally owned and operated financial institution, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union has been keeping it close to home since 1935, offering you a full lineup of services with local decision-making and local servicing. If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 27 counties, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union is as close to home as it gets. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Hey, it's Julia from Oahe Federal Credit Union, letting you know that our recreational special is back again, with terms up to 10 years, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 2.4% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let Jameson or I get you started.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
As we welcome you back here to the at the end of the first period, it's a 1-0 lead for the Huron All-Stars. John Wiggler alongside Jeff Anderson and Jim Lloyd as we've got a little bit of some fun with our equipment. It's not a state tournament if there's not something that goes wrong, and this one was a little unforeseen. One of our tripods kind of broke here, so we'll still have all the games, of course, but it kind of turns into now a little bit extra work because the hand can't go down at all.
Well, if it feels once in a while like when you're watching the YouTube, it feels like you're kind of on the ocean. That's because our tripod is a little bit loose at this point. We'll see if we can correct that one way or another. We can usually get kind of creative, and we'll try to get it fixed somehow. But we'll still be bringing you the games. Might be a little rocky, might be a little bumpy, but they'll be here.
That's right. But it is a 1-0 lead here for Huron. Cody Rudebush gets the goal. That was his 9th of the year. Isaiah Phillips won the faceoff to take it to to give him the puck, and Rudebush snapped it on the far side, hit the goal post and in. And Huron, the 7th seed, they're looking for an upset. They got to be feeling good. Now you got to make sure you get through another 2 periods, of course. But this first period was a good start for him.
It was a moral victory for him, if nothing else. And, we've talked about this before also. As the 7th seed, nobody expects you to win, so they have no pressure on them. They can come out and play their game, and they've lost, of course, already this year to Oahe 2 times. Earlier today, Rushmore beat Sioux Center 8-1. Yet to come today, it'll be Sioux Falls 2 and Sioux Falls 1 at 2:05. And then, of course, tonight, Watertown taking on the number 1 seed, Brookings Rangers. That'll be actually not tonight, but 4:35 this afternoon. So, of course, nice to have you with us on this varsity boys hockey tournament, all being brought to you, of course, by the good people at Fastenal. Also, Shields Iceplex. They do a great job here at Shields Iceplex, to say the least. Of course, it was built by the community for the community. The Shields Iceplex, the state's only year-round facility with 3 NHL size sheets of ice. Game also, of course, brought to you today by the Clubhouse Pier. We stayed there last night. They do a great job. And, of course, Pizza Ranch, Midwest Hockey, also Kubota, Pelican Power Sports, we may know that guy. Also Tickled Pink, Dakota Land FCU, as well as Reliabank. Thanks to those people that make these broadcasts possible. Some other people as well.
It takes a lot of people to pull this thing off.
It takes a lot of people to do that, is exactly right. So, of course, the State Boys Tournament here today and tomorrow at the Iceplex, Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls. And then we move over to the Denny on Sunday. And those games on Sunday, by the way, will start with the Consolation Championship at 9:35. Then, of course, the third place game, that'll take place at 12:35. And the championship from the Denny's will be at 3:35 in the afternoon. So lots of hockey to go. This is only our second game of the day and second game of 11. That will bring you live on Capital, of course, CityRock.com, YouTube, Capital City Rock, and also, of course, 1480 KSDR. Go watertown.net/Lakers.
And we will know one team that has already punched their ticket to the Denny on Sunday, and that's the Rushmore Thunder with that 8-1 win.
They had a very impressive showing today.
And it was a 2-1. Sioux Center made it 2-1. Lane Kamerman got the goal, but Then Rushmore scored 6 straight, 2 to end the period, and another 4 in the third period to leave no doubt that they were the team that was going to the second round. And they're waiting to see who they face in the second round. And right now, if the score would be this way, it would be the Huron All-Stars that they would face in the second round, although there's still a lot of time left to go in this hockey game.
That's right. You have to play, and we've seen it so many times this year where you play against a good team, you play well with them for one period or maybe even a period and a half, and then things kind of go south on you. So, it could very easily happen here. I think in that Rushmore game when it got to be 2-1, I think the team just said enough of this. And they did. 6 more goals and stretched it out and won it easily on run time.
If you're a Hawaii Capitals fan, you're probably hoping that they're thinking that in the locker room right now. They come out here and say enough of this. We're going to go. Let's go win this hockey game. So, but Cooper Letcher, Jim,
give Huron credit because they've played pretty good position hockey at this point, and like we said earlier, they've got a lot of veterans on this team, and they're not going to get rattled. But Pierre really did dominate, and yet they don't lead on the scoreboard.
And a big reason, Cooper Letcher, Jim, he had 13 saves.
You bet. He's really stood on his head, and he was ready to play today. And so were the Huron All-Stars. We talked about Jake Eide being one of those coaches. He's an aggressive coach. I knew he'd have these guys ready to play, and they are. It is kind of a different game because Oahe Capitals have dominated this game. If you didn't look at the scoreboard, you would guess that Oahe's up by several goals, but that's not the case. Drop of the puck, a couple different rolls, and Huron gets one in. Gets one in the net, and Huron has to be liking this right now. Coach Eide is probably saying, guys, this
You're
is in
making
reach.
me look good.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a 1-0 lead here for the Huron All-Stars after the first period. We'll step aside. We'll come back with more of the first intermission. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, 1480 KSTR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
you could earn $500 that will be deposited into your ReliaBank account.
Visit your local ReliaBank branch or go to ReliaBankMortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only. Subject to loan approval.
It's ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness.
Came in dripping.
With just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix!
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
Hey, this is Chris Busher, driver of the number 17 Fastenal Ford. Are you looking for ways to move your business forward faster? Fastenal can help with solutions to bring speed and efficiency to your supply chain. Get the best industrial brands, names like Milwaukee, MCR, and Kimberly-Clark Professional, in ways that minimize stockouts, total cost of ownership, and inventory on hand. From industrial vending to automated bins, Fastenal has a supply solution to move the needle on your business goals.
We are back here at the Shields Iceplex. We are getting set for the second period, but we have that second period for you next. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, and on 1480 KSDR. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zanders has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zanders, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 27 counties, Dakota Land Federal Credit Union is the best way to harness the power of a not-for-profit financial institution. Locally owned and operated, Dakota Land is known for competitive rates, local decision-making, and local loan servicing. An auto or home loan at any of our 11 convenient locations keeps your money where it belongs. At home, let's put the power of a local financial cooperative to work for you. Dakota Land, Equal Housing Lender, member NCUA.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Oahe Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness.
Came in dripping.
With just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix!
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
And we're back here to start the second period right on time as we are underway as the faceoff is won by the Oahe Capitals, and they are looking to tie this one up here early on as they trail 1-0. Rafe Briggs has in the neutral zone for Elliott Liefeld, carried in 2-on-3. The shot that goes low and wide of Cooper Letcher. He made all 13 stops in that first period against the Oahe Capitals. Now turned over. Rudebush again with a shot. That was a headhunter for Carter Scholes, and that one went high over the net. Played back. Elliott Live, that bounced over his stick. And that pass coming towards the front goes off the side of the cage. And now it's Chris Schultz that will get it out and off the stick of Drew Artman, and it goes down. Rafe Briggs will win the race to it first. And now Briggs trying to back in, trying to pass it over for Elliott Life, but it's intercepted by Phillips. His pass going through the blue paints across and almost intercepted by Elliott Life. Isaac Pollock now for Gordon. That pass didn't have enough mustard to it to get it over to Briggs. And now again the All-Stars are trying to get it out of their own end, and they finally do. Andy Gordon put it back in to lay it offside, and now here's Drew Artman with it. Artman will play it back into the zone, and Chris Schultz will get right back out, and now here's Rafe Briggs. 2-on-1 to the zone. Briggs in, a pass over for Life. He couldn't get a shot away, and now Life still with it. Comes back in front. Gordon with a shot, a save made. Rebound, they score! Rafe Briggs off of a deflected shot. The rebound came right to him, and he ties the game at 1 with 15:42 to go.
Good job there by Briggs. He's in the right spot, and when that came out, he was ready for it all the way.
Briggs with his 25th of the year, and it didn't take long. First 2 minutes of the second period, Jeff. First 2 minutes of the period, and the Caps have tied it 1-1.
Well, they didn't have to panic. There was plenty of time.
So Briggs will get the goal. Gordon should get the assist along with Elliott Life, but we'll see the official scoring here in just a little bit as it's going to be thrown in by Grady Botts. Gray Burtz goes around for Jaden Flort. Life will get the assist, flipped up, and it comes out of the zone. Now over for Keenan Howard. Howard in, his pass looking for Grease. It goes off the stick. Now Grease comes in front for John Lyons, who stepped up to this second line. Jaden Floor, he goes back to defense, and now Floor's trying to step up to take the puck away, and Howard will throw it back, and it'll go around. And it'll be played behind the net for the Capitals. Comes in front. Lions with a shot. Rebound comes in chance. There's a rebound chance. There's another shot that goes wide through the blue paints, and Cooper Letcher trying to sprawl back. Got his skate on the back of the post and knocked it off its moorings. And the feeling of this second period here, feels a little bit different than how the game started, especially after the Caps scored that first goal.
Yeah, it does. You know, Oahe came out and did exactly what they had to do. Get a quick one, and let's keep the pressure on.
And the face-off in the attacking end was going to be to the left of Letcher and won by the All-Stars. Artman trying to go back and forth, but there are two Capitals around him to take the puck away. They'll come back towards the blue line, off the stick. I don't know how Flora was able to get the pass away. It got to Burnt. Diving play by Burnt to hold the zone. And now Rudabush will finally back in and out for Isaiah Phillips. And now Phillips, he'll lose the stick off the check of Jaden Floor. The puck came over. The stick came back over to Isaiah Phillips. I think Coach Steele may be looking for a penalty on being able to give that stick back over to Isaiah Phillips, and we get a whistle with an icing with 14:27 to go here in the second period. That was interesting. I don't know if the stick got pushed by another stick or if somebody picked it up, because I don't think you can pick it up and pass it on to somebody else.
No, a player cannot carry two sticks.
Would be interesting if they could.
Yeah, but that is a violation.
So it'll come back for Bergquist with a shot, and that one goes just over the top of the crossbar. And then back on the far side, John Lyons runs into his man. That was in Ferguson, Foster Ferguson. Isaac Pollock hit with it. He'll throw it out of the zone, goes off the stick. And now John Lyons racing after it, the sophomore for the Capitals. He'll get to it first over there in the corner. Lyons on the back end. His pass goes over for Ashton Grease. Grease will look both ways to figure out which way he wants to go with it. He'll throw it around for Howard. Played back for Lyons, trying to get back to the front of the net. Comes back for Lyons again, throws it on net, and a save made by Letcher. That's a good save there by Cooper Letcher. That one's flipped up, and a good job by Isaac Pollock. Go off the shin pad, and then it's dumped back in by the Capitals. Looking like a lazy pop fly that he just let it go off his leg. And now here's Ashton Grease to hold the zone. There's a pass in front. Excuse me, that's Elliott Life. And then Isaac Pollock will play it back around. Life trying to get it to the front of the net on the backhand pass. It'll be played back out for Rudabush. His pass turns it over. Andy Gordon trying to get another pass across. Could not. Keaton Howard still out on the ice along with this top line, along with Ashton Grease. And now it's going to be back in the zone. Here Isaiah Phillips goes around Isaac Pollock. And now Phillips a pass to the front. That one misses. And Ashton Grease goes off the glass, goes out of the zone, and now Andy Gordon will take the puck. He's one-on-one with Bergquist. Gordon, he'll circle around. Pass to the front. Briggs trying to get a bouncing puck. Still loose. And it will now be played by the All-Stars. And here comes now Hoops out of the zone. That shot goes off the crossbar and in. And they beat Carter Scholes again. Hoops makes it 2-1 with 12:52 to go here in the second period.
Blocker side right up in the corner, and it hit the pipe as it went in. Pretty good shot right there by Hoops.
And Hoops has got his 8th of the year.
So Huron not going away.
No.
And, Coach Heidi's got to love this. These kids are playing with a lot of heart right now. Nothing to lose.
So now here is going to be a face-off in the neutral zone. Tanner Bergquist threw a stick. I don't think he really wanted to throw a stick. Going to go off the ice. But it's a 2-1 lead as Hoops makes it 2-1. And the face-off is won here by the Caps. They dump it back in. And here Ashton Grease or Elliott Life trying to get a pass over. And it will be covered by Letcher. We get a whistle. So a little bit of mix-up here in the top line. Briggs, Life, and Grease are out there right now.
Hoops from Bergquist on that goal.
So Bergquist will get the only assist. So 4 different guys have reached the score sheet here for the Huron All-Stars in just 2 goals. Face-off is won by the Caps. Good job by Burt to keep the puck in the zone, but it goes off the boards, and it goes to the front of the net for Cooper Letcher to cover up again and get another whistle with 12:34 to go here in the second period.
Letcher's not only having a good game, but he's putting his goal back on its moorings also. He's helping out the referees, stopping pucks. He's doing it all right now.
17 saves so far for Letcher. Comes out of the zone and now trying to race after it. Here comes a chance here for Grady Bott. Bott with a shot and a save made by Scholes, and it will be covered for a whistle with 12:24 left to go here in the second period.
Pierre brought a lot of people here today. They've got a great crowd and a great following for their team.
And they're trying to cheer their team on to a victory here in the first round. The winner gets the Rushmore Thunder tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. As that one comes out of the zone off the face-off win by the All-Stars. Pass, that goes off the stick of Howard. Ashton Grease. And it comes back for Burnt with a shot, save made. It's loose in front. Howard backhands it towards the net. Lyons that backhand it towards the net. Now Lyons again trying to get a pass in front. A good stick there by Letcher to block that pass. And then Isaiah Phillips, he'll circle with it and kicks it out of the zone. And Phillips in the neutral zone trying to get some speed, but he's off the stick check from Keenan Howard. And now Ashton Grease brings it back in. Grease, he gets tangled up with Isaiah Phillips. No hooking call. Maybe her coach still looking for a hook. Tanner Bergquist, he'll throw it around, and it'll be played back to the far side where it's going to be off the boards, but not out, held by Dre Burnt. Throws it behind the net, just wide of Cooper Letcher. Caps are in the midst of a change. That one's flipped up and in the crowd, and we get a whistle with 11:29 left to go here in the second period.
It's hard to flip it up over this glass here to get it into the crowd.
I thought that one was going to come a little closer to you, Jeff, but you were pretty safe yet.
I was ready.
Maybe we might get a puck while we're up here. We might. I think if anything comes up here, the speed of it might be a little bit too dangerous.
I'm going to be no help to you.
Face off to the right of Cooper Letcher, and we get a man picked out of the face-off dot. And it's now Andy Gordon that wins the face-off. Isaac Pollock will play it around into the corner and then played back up, but does not come out of the zone. Isaac Pollock will keep it in. There's a couple of guys tangling up. Rafe Briggs over in the corner. Briggs trying to come away with the puck. Is now taken by Elliott Life. His shot looking to go short side on Letcher, the blocker side, and went just high over the nets. At the blue line, it comes out. There's 5 players around. 4-2 on each side now as Chris Schultz got away for the play. Here's Grady Bott to bring it in. Bott with a shot and a save made by Carter Schultz. As played back, stolen away. Here's now Gordon. 2-on-2 with Elliott Life. Gordon brings it in. Trying to toe drag a Rue. Gordon with a shot. That one goes wide. Comes in front. And a whistle as the net maybe came off its moorings to get a whistle with 10:36 to go here in the second period.
It was a nice play. Split the defense really nice.
You know, and here's the thing, too, with Cooper Letcher making now 19 saves and not even a period and a half. The frustration the Capitals might be getting, they've got to not be frustrated because then they're not going to get anything to go. And the face-off is won by the All-Stars. Rudebush, that one's gloved down by Howard. And it's played back, Ashton Grease. That pass is missed, and now Rudebush will take it the other way. And here comes Cody Rudebush in. And Rudebush on his backhand, he'll turn with it. One hand on his stick, he'll get back to his forehand and play it back over for Sibley. Back around Phillips now. Phillips trying to look to pass it in front of the net. Chris Schultz will play it to the near side corner. And it'll be played out by Keenan Howard. And here is Howard 2-on-2 in the zone. Howard makes one move around. Howard trying to get to the front of the nets, and a good stick there by Sibley again. Ashton Grease, a pass comes all the way out for Pollock. He'll throw it towards the net. Howard the back in off the glove, and it comes through Isaac Pollock and all the way down. There is no icing. So Chris Schultz, after it was teed up by Carter Schultz, will turn back in his own end and pass up for Keenan Howard. Howard on the back end looking to get over for Grease, but instead it was intercepted by Bergquist and thrown back in by Phillips. And it'll be played all the way around. And a couple of guys that look like maybe they weren't really going too quickly to the puck. And it'll be played back again for the All-Stars, trying to get out in front. Artman now has the puck. He'll walk to the face-off circle, a shot and a save made, and Scholes will cover for the rebound with 9:20 left to go here in the second period. 2-1 is our score, 21-10 in shots in favor of the Caps on the Tickle Pink scoreboard.
Capitals paying a little more attention to their crease and what's going on in front of the net. You could see 3-4 guys that time doing everything they can to help out their goalie.
Face-off will be to the right of Scholes. He's fixing his mask right now. And so it'll be an offensive zone face-off here for the Huron All-Stars. We have not had a penalty yet called from either side. Jaden Floor has it. He'll throw it up, but it does not come out of the zone. There's a wind-up shot that goes to the net, and a cover here by Scholes. That one came from Hoops, who right now has the go-ahead goal.
Well, and the officials are letting them play. That's what you want to see in a game like this.
And we didn't have too many penalties in that first game,
no.
And you're not going to see a whole lot of penalties in a state tournament game.
But it's been a well-played game.
Here is the face-off taken by the Capitals. Rafe Briggs gets it out of the zone. He got pushed off the puck. and that'll be almost played back by Andy Gordon. Now here's Elliott Life. He'll turn back with it, and Life will carry it in the zone. Elliott Life from the top of the face-off circle walks it in, a shot, and that one goes off of Artman, and we'll get a whistle as the puck goes in the net and out of play. Still 8:54 left to go here in the second period. 2-1 is our score. This is the 2 versus 7 matchup. Here on All-Stars, the 7 seed. We talked about in the open, this is a team that's playing a lot better hockey in the second half of the season. And it's showing right now in this game. Elliott Life and Isaiah Phillips on the face-off. It's taken by the Capitals on the backhand from Gordon around the boards to the far side in the corner for Sibley. Sibley goes off the boards, right back to himself. And then he'll get out of the zone by himself as a couple of guys have fallen to the ice. And then it's dumped back in, and it slowly goes in the near side corner for Isaiah Phillips to turn back with it. And then played around, but is now taken, grabbed by Lyons. His pass throws in front, and it'll be Elliott Life that on his glove gets it over for Briggs, trying to get it in front of the net. It's loose, and it will be covered up finally here by Cooper Letcher. And Elliott Life's got his hands up, wondering why he blew the play dead, but if the referee loses side of the puck, he's going to blow the play dead.
Yeah.
Still 8:22 left to go here in the second period.
Fletcher continues to stand on his head, doing a great job down there. That was a loose puck for a long time, and he wrangled it in.
And we will have a little bit of a delay here as spray some water around the back end of the goal.
Been a lot of action on that net.
Yeah.
As I say, you got to get something to freeze over there to make sure the ice stays ice.
Well, it's not Letcher's feet, I can tell you that.
Keenan Howard on the face-off when the shot gets blocked out. Back into the nets, and that one goes wide and went off of Bergquist. Lyons was there on the doorstep. Rudabush can't get the puck out of the zone. Keenan Howard, good job to hold it in. Here's Ashton Grease trying to get in front. It comes in front. They score! That's John Lyons! John Lyons' first varsity goal comes here in the state tournaments. And we are tied at 2.
Letcher got deep into his net that time, and when the shot went away, he almost could not hold that out of going over the line because he was so deep into the net.
And how about that? John Lyons, 1 point coming in the state tournament. It's an assist, and he gets the goal to tie it up 2-2 here in the second period of the first round of the state tournament. Here's Isaac Polak. Goes across for Drew Artman. Thrown in by Elliott Life. Ashton Grease gets the assist. Here's Rafe Briggs. We are back to a square hockey game. A couple of guys will tumble behind the net. Elliott Life will throw his man on the boards. Andy Gordon fans in a pass attempt trying to look for the slot. Comes back for Gordon. He'll throw it around. And it'll be played back by the All-Stars, and it will come out of the zone. Chris Schultz has got to race after it here. He's in a foot race with Will Burns. And Schultz will win that by one stride, but Burns will take the puck away from Schultz. And now Burns, his pass to the front, gets intercepted. It does not come out of the zone. Drew Artman will hold it in. It's played back here for Bott. And Grady Bott will play it behind the net. And Bott comes in front, and no shot away there by the All-Stars, and then flipped out of the zone. It's going to go all the way down on net, and it will be touched by Cooper Letcher, so there is no icing. A soft pass, almost a dangerous pass, and now the All-Stars will turn it over. Andy Gordon got back out on the ice. Now here's Keenan Howard with it. Howard throws it towards the net, trying to look for a redirect, and pushed away by Letcher as he didn't cover cleanly for the whistle. Now John Lyons again. Letcher's lost his stick, but he started to grab it, but he couldn't grab it cleanly, so it's still loose in front. Now here's Keenan Howard. Howard looking to shoot. His shot and a save made by Letcher. Howard again. Still no stick here for Letcher.
Yeah.
And Grady Bott now will pick it up. And Bott will get it out of the zone. Excuse me, that's going to be Rudabush that will get it out of the zone all the way down. And now will be finally grabbed by Letcher as Ashton Grease, his pass over for Howard. And Howard goes between his legs and then to dump it in the zone, but it's not very deep. And it's back by Artman. His pass intercepted by Howard. He'll throw it back in with 6:14 to go here in the second period. 2-2 is our hockey score. Almost intercepted by Lyons. Comes all the way back, and a good job there by Dre Burns. John Lyons, he'll get it back into the back end. Ashton Grease will win the race to it. Grease will avoid a check, and then he'll get thrown into the boards. And a penalty's coming up here on the All-Stars. We'll have our first power play. First penalty of the game is going to be on Huron, and the third-rate power play will go to work for the first time. It's going to be an interference on Huron.
When Cooper Letcher lost his stick, Arteman gave him his stick and then went and got Cooper's paddle back and then gave it to him.
And Letcher made a great save one-on-one with no stick.
Without a paddle.
He had no stick.
Yeah.
So Reddy is going to go to the box for an interference for 2 with 5:53 to play here in the second period. First power play of the game for the Oahe Capitals, a Pelican Power Sports power play. Elliott Life will look to win the faceoff. They've got 5 forwards out there, 4 forwards along with Isaac Pollock. Here's Rafe Briggs on the faceoff win. Elliott Life has it on the far side. Back out of the point for Briggs, right back over for Life. Now Life goes across for Gordon. Capitals looking to go to work here as they get the power play set up. Good defensive play by Huron. Good stick there. Gets good skate by Rafe Briggs to hold the zone. Now Life, he'll walk it in. His shot goes high over the net. Comes back here for Andy Gordon. Lost the puck. And now the All-Stars are looking to get it out. And one got blocked down, and now it will finally get out. And Isaiah Phillips started to race after it. But now Elliott Life's got some time to pick the puck up. And his pass misses, but it'll go over for Isaac Pollock. And Pollock plays it back for Life. Now up for Gordon. And here's Andy Gordon in the zone. Gordon, his shot. That's off the crossbar, and it doesn't go in. Elliott Life. He'll play it over now for Gordon. Gordon again with a shot and a save made by Letcher. The fans started to get up here for the Capitals. Thought it went in, but it went off the crossbar. Might have gone off the corner of the post and crossbar and went out.
Sometimes that post is the goalie's best friend.
4:59 to go here in the second period. 26-11 in shots in favor of the Caps. 1:06 to go in the power play. Face off to the left of Letcher. Excuse me, the right of Letcher. Here on the near side, Elliott Life goes over. That one we out of the zone and played all the way down as Carter Scholes now will play it back for Rafe Briggs. Here is Briggs that will take the puck into the neutral zone. And Briggs 4-on-2 in the zone. Briggs with a shot, and that one got blocked down. Still 43 to go in the power play. Here's Elliott Life. Life a pass all the way across for Burnt. Goes off of his stick. But now Burnt still has it. Burnt will back up. He'll play it over for Life. And Life at the point. He'll flip it over for Briggs. A one-timer in front, and that one goes just wide on the redirect by Pollock. And Burnt again, pass over for Life. He's still at the point. Goes across for Briggs. Off of his skate. With the face-off, not a shot, and flutters over the top of the net. Back again for Burnt. Throws it towards the net again. Comes in front of the slot, and then thrown all the way down with 12 to go in the power play, and that might end it as Carter Scholes comes out of his net to go for Elliott Life. Pass over for Briggs with 4 to go on the power play, so the Caps are going to go 0 for 1 to start the game here on the power play with 3:50 to play in the second period, and that puck will go over the top of the glass and go out of play with 3:49 left to go. 2-2 is their score with 3:49 left to go here in the second period.
Had some opportunities for the Capitals on that power play. Good job again by Letcher.
Here's Ashton Grease on the face-off win. Keenan Howard plays it over for Burnt. Burnt, he'll walk in with a shot save made by Letcher. And it's back over for Hoops again, and Hoops does not get out of the zone. That one came in on Letcher. He might have been surprised that puck was coming back in. Jaden Floor will hold the zone. Over for John Lyons, his backhand pass. That one misses. And Sean Reddy, that was going to be by number 10, Will Burns, couldn't get it out. And Ashton Grease is tied up. There's a shot by Howard that goes wide. And back here for Jaden Floor. And Floor, his backhand off the stick of Lyons. And then flipped up and out of the zone. That one will stay in play. And back here for Burns in his own end. Burnt with a pass over for Floor, right on the tape. And now Floor, he will turn it all the way around. And then played up by Grease. Tried to tap it in the zone. Comes back over for Grease. His stick got lifted by Phillips, but Grease will take the puck in. His pass goes all the way through. Nobody was there for the Caps. And now the All-Stars trying to flip it out of the zone. Glove down by Andy Gordon. His shot, that one goes high over Letcher. Here's again for Ashton Grease. That goes with a check by Drew Artman. And now Gordon. And now Gordon will turn again in front of the slot. They score! Keenan Howard makes it 3-2. And the Caps lead for the first time today with 2:34 to go in the second period.
Very slow to develop, but the Capitals showing great patience behind the net and looking for a centering pass. That's kind of a veteran move there. Just let it develop, let it happen.
And after trailing 1-0 and 2-1, it is now 3-2 as the Caps have their first lead of the hockey game with 2:30 to go here in the second period. Elliott Life goes over for Chris Schultz. Schultz on his back end. Rafe Briggs. Gordon gets the assist. And the pass goes over. Now here for Gordon again. His shot goes wide. 2:10 left to go here in the second period. And the All-Stars still can't get it out of their own net. Sean Reddy now has it. His back end trying to get it up. He'll flip it up for Phillips. And Isaiah Phillips, that one off the glove of Briggs, who was able to hold the zone. And it's still in here for Elliott Life to dump it around. Isaac Pollock will pinch in. Elliott Life, he'll get the check on Lucas Sibley as Sibley drops his stick. And now Howard will take the puck again. And then it'll be played back around and out of the zone. The All-Stars will throw it in the zone. And in the near side corner, Rudebush goes hard to the ice. Back at the blue line, held in by Reddy. Blocked shot by Keenan Howard. And it'll be played back around here for Drew Artman with 1:20 left to go here in the second period. Caps lead 3-2. Chris Schultz, pass over. That one goes underneath the stick and skate of John Lyons, and it will be a whistle here with 1:11 left to go here in the second period. As the Caps again out shooting the All-Stars 29-11. And through a minute and 11 left to go here in the second period. And have their first lead of the hockey game. Keenan Howard had 10 goals in the regular season. Now 11 here with that goal in the state tournament. Dre Burt on the backhand pass, intercepted. That one will be out in front. Now Jaden Florp from behind the nets. Hoops will get the puck back after he passed it down to Grady Bott. Final minute here of the second period. That comes out of the zone. Dre Burt will race after it. 2-on-1 in the zone. Burt along with Lyons. Burt with a shot. And that one goes high over Letcher. He might have got a piece of it as well. Again, a 2-on-1. The Caps still can't find the back of the net on a odd-man rush. It'll be played back around and then flipped into the nets by Grady Botts, and it'll go out of play. We'll get a whistle and a face-off coming in the neutral zone with just 40 seconds left to go here in the second period.
Berquist doing a good job for the All-Stars that time on that breakaway, taking the pass man and putting it one-on-one with everybody down there. That was good defense.
And actually will be an offensive zone face-off here for the Huron All-Stars to the right of Scholes, and it's won by the All-Stars. Pass is missed, and now Briggs with a breakaway. Briggs in on Letcher. Briggs makes a move, lost the puck, never got a shot away. Briggs comes back towards Gordon, his pass back in front, and it'll be played back around by the All-Stars. Boy, there's a missed opportunity here for the Capitals. And coming back, now here's Rudebush with 20 seconds to go. That shot, that one goes high, and a couple of players will tumble around. Rudebush runs into his teammate, and one man, that's Hoops, that's slow to get up. Pass goes back out. And in the neutral zone, Andy Gordon will dump it back in with 6 to go in the period. And it looks like we are going to end the second period in a 3-2 lead here for the Hawaii Capitals. 4 goals in the period.
Well, very good period of hockey by both teams, really.
Absolutely. Rafe Briggs tied the game up. Not even 2 minutes in the second period. It'll followed by Hoops with the goal to make it 2-1. And then John Lyons and Keenan Howard back-to-back goals to make it 3-2. And that is where we sit after 2 periods. And the Caps still can't breathe. This isn't a spot where they can kind of relax here, because you got to expect the Huron All-Stars will be throwing everything towards the net after 2 periods. And again, it's a 3-2 lead here for the Caps after 2. We'll step aside. We'll come back with second intermission. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, along with 1480 KSTR.
Hey, it's Julia from Oahe Federal Credit Union, letting you know that our recreational special is back again, with terms up to 10 years, no payments for 90 days, and rates as low as 2.4% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let Jameson or I get you started.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out. Stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals!
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Oahe Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. And we are back here at the Shields Iceplex after 2 periods. The Caps finally have that first lead of the game, and it came with 2:34 to go in the second period with a goal from Keenan Howard to make it 3-2 here for the Caps. And John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd and Jeff Anderson, and that was a fan. Jeff, you said it before we took the commercial break. Fantastic period of hockey from both teams.
When it's 30-11 shots on goal, the odds are in your favor that one of these are going to go in once or twice. I mean, they've basically dominated this game in so many ways, and yet it's a 3-2 hockey game, but they've outshot them 30-11. It could easily be 5, 6, or 7 goals.
And that's huge for Huron going to this third period, because all they need is just one goal to tie this hockey game right back up.
Yeah, Cooper Letcher is the difference, I think, in this game for the All-Stars. He's keeping them in this game right now, keeping them within 1 goal, and he's played well. I really think he's the difference right now.
Yeah, and the couple of times that the Caps have scored have been right in front or off of a rebound. They can't get those first shots to go in. They've not been able to beat Cooper Letcher, and he has been on his game, and that is for the Huron All-Stars what needed to happen to have a chance in this game. They needed Cooper Letcher to be on, and he is doing that.
You know, you look at Huron, and they started out so slowly, 1-0-8 or whatever the case may be, and you go, I wonder why, because you look at this team and you go, they're a pretty good hockey team. How could they go 0-8? But they did. But Jacob Ide got them turned around, Jake Ide, and so on. But they're a better hockey team than their record indicates.
Yeah.
And, of course, the record indicates why they're the number 7 seed.
And you look at it, too. You know, they're 0-8 to start the season.
Yeah.
Well, now they're 6-4, 0-2 since then, which is, where you might see a team, and if they're at 500, they're almost a 5 seed, or they're the 6 seed. And so it's a different-looking team than what we saw at the beginning of the season, where the Caps saw Huron start to turn the corner. The second time that the Caps saw Huron, that was when they started to turn the corner. They only lost 3-1, and it was by an empty net goal. The first time, the Caps just kind of ran away with it. And a lot of teams are seeing just how good Cooper Letcher and how good this Huron All-Star team can be.
Well, they could have really thrown in the towel after they were 0-8 and said, this season's done with. We're not going anywhere anyhow, and thrown it in. They haven't done that, so give them credit. But give of course, Oahe credit. They continue to pressure, put a lot of speed on, things like that. Their fact that they've outshot them 30-11, like we say, could be considerably different. They're missing, but they're playing well. This is a good hockey team.
And the winner of this game takes on Rushmore, and those were 2 good hockey teams, but Rushmore kind of ran away with it towards the end of the game, beating Sioux Center 8-1. But the winner of this game will face Rushmore in the state semifinal tomorrow afternoon at 4:35 as a scheduled start time. The loser of this game will face the Sioux Center Storm. That's going to be our first game of the day, which will be 11:35. We start today at 9:05. We start at 11:35 tomorrow on Saturday. Then, of course, Sunday we start at 9:35, but we're at the Denny Sanford
So
Premier
we can
Center.
actually sleep in a little bit tomorrow instead of Lloyd getting everybody up about 4 o'clock.
I was going to say.
We got to get up. We got to get up and get this thing going. I was so excited last night, I hardly even slept.
Yeah, I think all three of us were that way.
Well, we were sitting sleeping. We got the rooms of the clubhouse, and I think Jim said, I'm going to get a wake-up call for all three of these guys, for all three of us, and we're going to set it for 3:30 in the morning.
And the best part is we all beat him up.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's
we
hard
all
not
beat him getting up.
It's hard not to get excited for a tournament like this. We had a taste of it last weekend in Watertown with the girls, and now coming here with the boys. And it's three of us being hockey fans of everybody in the state. It's hard not to be excited for this.
Yeah, and we're seeing a really good game, and we've got another 2 games left here for the day, and that next game might be the best game of them all. And this is and that's saying that also with the fact that this is a really good hockey game.
Well, yeah, and you have the two Sioux Falls teams going against each other. They played each other 2 years ago for the JV championship up in Watertown, and most of these kids are the same kids. So it's going to be a lot of fun. They know each other pretty well.
And that comes at 2:05 here this afternoon. There'll be Brookings and Watertown at 4:35, the 1 versus 8 matchup. And, of course, Jeff Anderson, the voice of the Watertown Lakers, will have that call for you coming up.
We hope that's not a one-sided affair.
Well, yeah, that is, and as a fan of hockey, we don't want any one-sided affairs.
No.
As a Hawaii Capital guy, doing their games, I'm happy to see it as a 3-2 game. I don't think a lot of the fans are happy to see it, but myself, this is a fun hockey game. I love being a part of these fun hockey games.
Yeah,
so
yeah, you look at this game on paper, 2 and a 7. It was probably going to be a runaway, right?
Yeah.
But it's not.
We've
got 1 period, and it's a 1-goal game. This game is not over, and this thing can go either way. It really can.
It's a 3-2 hockey game here after 2 periods. We'll step aside. We'll come back with more of the second intermission. You're listening to you're already listening to Hawaii Capitals hockey. We're also listening to the state tournament here on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, and on 1480 KSDR.
Glad.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout-out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. It amplifies everything on our menu, kind of like a hype man. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness.
Came in dripping.
With just the right amount of jalapeno heat.
Where my peppers at? Oh yeah, right here in the queso.
Our Queso Blanco remixes anything, like the Boss Burrito for only $6.
Remix!
Download our app for exclusive deals at Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Never enough queso.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
It's been a long winter, but now it's time to start thinking spring and summer. Hi, it's Jason at Leisure Palace. Start planning your backyard escape now and get the best prices of the year. Hot tubs, fire tables, patio furniture, and swimming pools. Imagine sliding into a hot spring or caldera spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body. Then take a few more steps into your own outdoor pool. Get these great products at the guaranteed lowest prices. 0% financing and cash discounts are available. Leisure Palace, creating your perfect escape on the corner of Euclid and Capitol in Pierre.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
And back here at the Shields Iceplex, as we have played 2 periods, 3-2 is our score. Caps were down 2-1. Well, actually down 1-0 and 2-1, but they were able to come back and now have the 3-2 lead going into the third period, and that third period is coming up for you next. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Drop that puck! Hey, hockey fans, before or after the game, come on out to Grey Goose Store and Social Club. Dine in, carry out, stop by for refreshments. Fill up your tank with quality fuel. We've got it all at Grey Goose Store and Social Club, just off of Grey Goose Road, behind the red line of the capital city. Go Capitals!
Lace up your shoes, because it's back.
ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness.
Apply for a mortgage in March, and when your loan closes,
You could earn $500 that will be deposited into your ReliaBank account.
visit your local ReliaBank branch or go to ReliaBankMortgage.com for more details. Terms and conditions apply. Home purchase applications only, subject to loan approval.
It's ReliaBank's March Mortgage Madness. Apply, close, earn $500. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at EnvirotechWaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Hawaii Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. We are back here at the Shields Iceplex, and we are getting set for the third period. The Hawaii Capitals, they lead the Huron All-Stars 3-2 after two periods. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd and Jeff Anderson. I didn't ask this before we got to the end of the commercial break because I like to do it every single time. So I'm going to ask you guys now before we get to the start of the third period. I'll ask you, Jim, first. So I'll ask you the easy question. Well, I guess no question is easy. What's it going to take here for the Hawaii Capitals to finish off the win?
Well, they're going to have to, we've said it before, they're going to have to do what they do. They have a veteran crew, and these guys just need to stay calm and do the things they do. Use each other, pass the puck, get some good shots.
And Jeff, what's it going to take for Huron to get the win and get the upset?
It's another toe-to-toe, foot-to-foot hockey game.
That didn't answer my question, though.
Well, they need to really keep playing their game. What they've done through the first two periods, they have to stay with not try to do more than they're capable of. Stay within what they're doing. I think that's what they've done so far.
And so we are getting set for the third period. We start 5-on-5. It is only one power play so far. That came to the Hawaii Capitals, and it was they did not score the power play. That's been their only penalty, was an interference call by Sean Reddy through those two periods. So we are set for the third period. Caps will go back from left to right. The All-Stars from right to left as the rest of the All-Stars are making their way out of the bench, or out of the locker room onto the bench.
Something like that.
Yeah, we're getting set here for the third period.
This is going to be a good third period. We're looking forward to this one. A one-goal game, who would have ever thought? But here we are in a fight, and the winner's going to go on to play Rushmore.
Yeah, Rushmore won 8-1. They are awaiting this winner. And I'm sure I don't see them here, but I don't know the rules on if you're allowed to be in other than when your team is playing. But the Rushmore Thunder are watching this game rather closely, as here's Andy Gordon here for the Capitals. Brings it in the zone. Gordon from his backhand to his forehand. A shot and a save made by Letcher. He turned around. He didn't know if he had that or not, but he made the save to get the early whistle.
I'm not so sure he knew where it was. Like you said, as soon as it was shot, he turned around.
And 13 seconds in, that was the first 2 minutes of this third period are a big crucial point. As Andy
Next
Gordon.
goal is crucial.
Andy Gordon again. Here's a shot. He scores! 18 seconds in, Andy Gordon makes it 4-2. And there's the crucial goal. Seconds after Jeff predicted or said that it was going to be that way.
Yep. And again, it's a veteran guy doing what he does.
Gordon gets his 19th of the year, and it's now 4-2. And still no breath here for the Caps. They got to continue to play strong, but they've got a little bit of room for air now against this Huron All-Star team. Isaac Polak will flip it in. And for Rafe Briggs. Now Briggs will dump it in. Life will get the assist. As it is back underneath the stick of Isaac Polak. Might have gone off his stick, but they're going to wave off icing nonetheless. As it is a 4-2 hockey game. As it's going to be intercepted. Here's a shot. That one goes wide. That one came off of Grady Botts. And then Chris Schultz will play it back around. And it'll be played up. And out of the zone here, Rafe Briggs. That one be touched offside by Drew Artman. And we get a whistle with 16:06 left to go here in the third period.
That goal by Oahe takes a lot of the wind right out of Huron's sails, but there is no quit in the Jake ID team.
And that's, this 2-goal hockey game is now a different feel to it as the Caps feel to be more in the momentum is all on their side, but there's still 15:57 left to go here in the third period. That one's going to be iced by Jaden Floor, and we will get a whistle. And we'll have an offensive zone face-off here for the Huron All-Stars. Now that's a goal that it's not the backbreaker yet, but that's a big one here for the Caps.
You bet it is. Anytime you come out of the locker room and can score that quickly, it's huge.
The face-off will be the left of Carter Scholes. There's a shot off the face-off. Rudebush tried to do the exact same thing he did in the first period, but that one got blocked down. As that one comes off the side of the cage, Phillips will try to wrap around chance. Loose in front, comes back out. That one thrown towards the net and was blocked up by Keenan Howard. And Howard's backhand pass is intercepted. Sibley with a shot. That one was sticked away by Carter Scholes. Still with it, Isaiah Phillips now. And he'll have to go to the near side corner as he was avoiding the check of John Lyons. And that will be played out here of the zone and then dumped back in by the Huron All-Stars. Jaden Floor. And we get a whistle. And interference is called, and it's going to be on the Capitals. So we will have our first penalty of the game by the Hawaii Capitals in the first power play here for the All-Stars.
Pelican, Power Sport, power play.
And Dre Burt was the man that gets called for interference.
We got a great afternoon crowd here.
This is fantastic to see this crowd, and we're not even seeing the two Sioux Falls teams yet. Yeah, this is a great crowd, and we're gonna have a really good one next game with both Sioux Falls teams playing against each other.
Great opportunity here for the All-Stars.
And here's the face-off in the offensive zone for the All-Stars, but it's won by the Caps and thrown all the way down. It's their first power play here of the game for the Huron All-Stars, as Burnt is in the penalty box for 2 or less with an interference call. As it's going to be Isaiah Phillips that nearly turned it over. Rafe Briggs will take the puck, and he'll play it all the way back out. And now it's Isaac Polak that has it. Polak goes across for Chris Schultz, and the Caps in their own end. That pass gets broken down. Rudebush with a shot. That one got off and went wide, and they'll be cleared away by the Hawaii Capitals. Huron, 21.6% on the power play, which is good for 6th best in the league. The 3 teams that missed the state tournament, they're at the 3 bottom teams in the power play percentage because special teams are very important. Here's Isaiah Phillips, one of the best power play guys. Phillips with a shot, goes high over the top of Carter Scholes. Stayed in play, now turned over, and Briggs got another chance for a breakaway. Trying to get back in time as Hoops, and Briggs lost the puck off his early in the period. He had a little bit too much momentum going down. And Tanner Berquist will wrap it around the boards. And it'll be played back here the near side. Comes free, and Elliott Life now will take it. He's maybe thinking to attack shorthanded, but Life gets knocked to the ice. Andy Gordon will take the puck. Gordon will try and sidestep around a check, but it will be taken over by the All-Stars and then be played back up. And here comes now Artman with a shot. Blocked down. Rudebush with a shot. That one will go out of play. That goes on top of.
Almost got our camera.
I was going to say our camera's over there, but it went above the scoreboard. It stayed up on top. I don't know if that's a little AC unit up there to keep everything cool in here, but
it's going to stay up there, though.
It's going to stay up there. It's going to take a couple ladders to get that one down. 31 seconds left in the power play for the Huron All-Stars, who trail 4-2 with 13:45 to go in the second period. Isaiah Phillips has the puck back. He'll play it over for Hoops. And Hoops walks to the circle, back out for Phillips. It rolls off of his stick and out of the zone. And now Phillips, he will turn from his own end. Pass it over for Hoops and all the way across the ice, but taken by Cord Ellis. He gets chopped down. The Caps were going to get to 4-on-4 here. Ashton Grease had his stick tied up, and Cord Ellis is down. Now, Cord Ellis is dealing with an injury, and he came back. They thought he was going to be back here for the state tournament, but he was able to play in 3 games before the last week of the season. And that leg that he hurt earlier, that's going to be a huge loss for the Caps. But I think Ellis, as he's going to be helped off the ice, will get back to the bench.
You know, the Caps have some kids that are banged up, a couple knee injuries, and guys that are just playing anyway.
You know, and the good thing is he can't hurt what his injury can't hurt it worse, but it's probably going to hurt when he gets hit right there.
Yeah.
Reddy gets called for the trip. That's his second penalty. And we play 4-on-4 for 5 seconds, and the Caps will get their second power play. So the Caps are now on their second power play as Dre Burke came off the ice, but looking to attack shorthanded is Bergquist. And Bergquist will try and turn, but he lost the puck, and now Rafe Briggs will take it around, and Briggs is in as he'll swing wide, and Briggs, he'll circle around the net. Caps are on their second power play. Isaac Pollock has it, makes one move. Pollock will pass it over for Gordon, touch pass now for Briggs, walks it in, his shot, and that goes high over Letcher. Elliott Life here on the near side. Played it back here for Chris Schultz, and Schultz will play it around for Andy Gordon. And Gordon on his back end, popped up in the air, and still taken here by the All-Stars. Gordon trying to keep it in the zone. He's trying to kick it over, but it's now delayed offside by the Caps, so they got to tag back up. Chris Schultz and Isaac Pollock, the two defensemen, are looking to attack here on the power play. They're stepping up. It comes all the way back for Rafe Briggs from his own end with 1 minute to go here on this power play. Pass up for Chris Schultz. Now over for Isaac Pollock. And Pollock will try and carry it around, but he lost it off of the stick from Lucas Sibley. And in the near side boards, LA Life comes away with it, hits the crossbar, and it bounces all the way out to the blue line. And it'll come out of the zone. Talk about ringing one off the pipe. It went off out of the zone off of the crossbar. Elliott Life, his pass, and that one almost sprung Chris Schultz free, but a good stick there from Artman. Here's Isaac Pollock to take the puck, trying to get it back to his forehand. But it's now here the All-Stars that will get it out of the zone and throw it all the way down. And Carter Scholes will tee it up for Keenan Howard to take. Howard will play it back with now 17 left to go on the power play. That one will go out of play after it went off of a stick on the Howard's pass. And a whistle with 11:33 left to go here in the third period. Wait, Elliott Life hit that crossbar flush because that thing
stopped.
That thing bounced so high and bounced so far off the goalpost.
That's hitting a round pipe exactly in the center.
Oh, man. Talk about squaring, if you're playing baseball, trying to square one up. He squared that up off the pipe. Dre Burns passes it over for Jaden Florp. 5 to go on the power play. Here's Ashton Grease. He'll carry it in. Caps are going to make sure that somebody's back defensively. There's a pass that comes in front. And now the Huron All-Stars are back to full strength. They're going to race it out in the neutral zone. But a good stick there by John Lyons. And then Ashton Grease will take a check from Drew Artman. And then played back up for Grease. And out by the All-Stars, though. Feigned on pass attempt. Dre Bird waited too long to get to the puck. And now Hoops has it. Hoops has got a goal so far. His shot goes high over Letcher. Artman. Lions now will pass it across, and it'll go down, and they will wave off icing. Tanner Bergquist, I don't think he even made it all the way down to the red line. He'll play it across for Phillips. Ashton Grease will turn away. Lions in front. His shot, a save made. A sprawling save made by Letcher. And it'll be not out of the zone by the All-Stars, held in. Isaiah Phillips now will take the puck. With 10:30 left to go here. Turned over in front, and Howard stuffs it in. The Caps score again. It's 5-2 with 10:26 left to go here in the third period. His second of the game.
Oahe Capitals have a little bit left in the tank here. And that last couple shifts, I would have to say that the Huron All-Stars looked a little tired.
Yeah. They're starting to catch up with them.
Yep. The Oahe Capitals are a deep team. They're a veteran team. And you can start to see it show here at 5-2 left in this period.
Yep, and timeout was taken by the All-Stars. And you're right. Looking tired. Well, they're going to take it. They're now going to take their timeout, down 5-2 here with around 10:26 left to go here in the third period. As you are listening to KCCR FM Blunt as well as KSDR Watertown. There we go. Third time's a charm. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd and Jeff Anderson. Howard will get the unassisted goal. Nope. Ashton Grease will get the assist. I thought it was turned over in front, but Ashton Grease will get his second assist, and the Caps now have a 5-2 lead with 10:26 to go here in the third period. And it now seems like this might be the game here for the Oahe Capitals to kind of just to take to the finish line.
Well, and at this point, the Oahe Capitals just have to play smart hockey. Take your time, make good shots, make good passes, and if you have the opportunity to run a little clock, go ahead and do it.
10:26 to go here in the third period. At the timeouts, a face-off is won by the Caps in the neutral zone. Jaden Floor's pass gets blocked up, and now Floor has it again. And Floor's pass goes up for Rafe Briggs. And Briggs gets tied up with Sean Reddy. And it's going to be played back for Phillips. And Isaiah Phillips, he gets thrown off the puck by Jaden Floor and go to the ice. Reddy, though, with his glove, will knock it down. And now here will be Trey Burnt over for Andy Gordon, 2-on-2 in the zone. Gordon on his back end. Gordon trying to get a pass for Burnt. A one-timer. He scores! And it's 6-2. There was no celebration at first, but Burnt will get the goal. And it's 6-2 here for the Caps with 9:57 to go. And the wheels might be falling off here of the Huron All-Stars.
What an effort by Burnt. He was tied up all the way from the top of the circles, and he really worked hard to get to that position where he needed to be. He knew where the puck was coming. It wasn't easy getting there, and the puck came right exactly where he thought it was going to.
Another team with 5 straight goals here in the state tournament. Rushmore did it to Sioux Center. They scored 6 in a row, and the Caps have scored their last 5 to take a 6-2 lead. Delayed offside here by the Caps, so they'll tag back up. Andy Gordon will get the assist to Dre Burnt's goal, and Briggs will get the secondary assist. And now here is Andy Gordon. And Gordon will play it up for Briggs. And Briggs on his backhand trying to get in front of the net. It's still loose as Cooper Letcher was sprawled out in front. And it'll be played out and off, missing the glove of Jaden Floor all the way down. And it will go for an icing as Corbin Beestrom gets on the ice here for the Oahe Capitals. So we'll maybe seeing a couple more guys step out on the ice here for the Oahe Capitals that have not played much yet in this game. Corbin Beestrom, one of them, with 9:24 to go here in the third period. Face off to the left of Letcher. And it's won by Ashton Grease, but it's out of the zone underneath the stick, and it will go down for an icing with 9:17 left to go here in the third period. Still 9:17 left, so we're not gonna pencil in the Caps in the second round quite yet. But right now, where the score looks, it'll be the 2-3 matchup in the state semifinal between the Oahe Capitals and Rushmore Thunder tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. And the faceoff tied up. It'll be taken, though, by the All-Stars as they will get it Rudebush. And Rudebush will carry it in. Trying to get it in front for Artman. That got blocked up, though, by Isaac Pollock. It'll be around the boards. And John Lyons will try and chip it off the boards and out, but it comes back for Pollock. A hard pass right on the tape of Keenan Howard. Now here's for Ashton Grease. And Grease carries it in. He'll circle around with it. He'll play it back off the boards. Not very hard off the boards. But then Keenan Howard will hound around to the near side corner. Pass comes in front. It's loose in front. Nobody can get a shot away. Floor gets pushed to the ice by Artman. Howard and Artman leaning on each other into the near side corner. Back out for Pollock. His shot goes off of a stick. Back for Ashton Grease in the slot. On his backhand, trying to get to the net. Sticked away by Letcher. And now Grease will turn back around with it again. John Lyons. He will get checked in the boards. Not hard in the boards, otherwise it could have been a boarding call. But now Artman, he'll get thrown in by Ashton Grease into the boards. And then here is now Hoops a pass as Rudebush was coming off the ice. He'll stay on the ice for a moment to dump it in. And a bouncing puck that Carter Scholes is able to clear away. That one will go off the nets and it will be an icing. That was nearly played to a tee to go on net to keep an icing away from the Caps, but it does go for now an offensive zone faceoff for the All-Stars.
And that was off the boards.
The geometry teacher was just about to
geometry.
He or she was about to jump up in the air and be happy about that as Cooper Schwartz on the ice. That one looks like it's going to be iced here by the Capitals, and then we have a broken stick. Lucas Sibley, he snapped his stick right down the middle. Not one. He almost made it. That stick almost made it through the entire year.
Almost.
And $300 have snapped in half. 7:51 left to go here in the third period. Hoops played the face-off against Devin Dotson of the Capitals. Cooper Schwartz, Devin Dotson, and Ryan Wadeen out here, part of the third line for the Hawaii Capitals. Jaden Floor lost his stick. He was able to go pick it back up, but Isaiah Phillips still has it. And Phillips will play behind the net, plays it back out to the point, and the pass back for Phillips goes between his legs, and then Hoops couldn't handle it. Dre Burt trying to flip it up, trying to get it out of the zone, but Lucas Sibley is there with that new stick, and it'll be now played by Rudebush. I wouldn't say it's probably a new stick. It's probably an old stick that he doesn't want to use but has to use now that the other one broke.
Yeah, his other one was better, I'll guarantee.
Yeah, I was say you play with your good one first. You don't play with a new one second. Lucas Sibley will throw it back in. Hoops will bring it in the zone, and then Hoops is upended on the check by Jaden Floor. That pass goes back behind the net, almost came out in front. Now here's a chance for Sibley. That one went wide. Trying to wrap around chance for Phillip, and Phillips couldn't get the shot away. All-Stars still have the puck, still in the attacking end. There's a huge check over laid by Hoops. And then Reddy will throw it back around. Dre Burns trying to avoid a huge check from Hoops. He came flying in to try and check Dre Burnt. And now Burnt still has it. And then Hoops, and there's a penalty coming up to Hoops. And we'll have it. And you eventually thought that was going to happen because Hoops he wasn't trying to go after one guy in particular, but he was trying to throw some pretty hard checks. And an elbow's called.
Yeah, he was trying to establish himself there in the back of the net, and the third one got him in trouble. He reached out a little bit with an elbow.
So it's the third power play here for the Hawaii Capitals. They'll throw their unit out there. It's interesting how the Caps have their two defensemen, Isaac Pollock and Chris Schultz. And now I don't know who we're going to have on the ice. Somebody's got to stay, somebody's going to go. They're trying to have five guys on the ice, and both Phillips and Bott were just skating around. But the Caps have their two defensemen, and Pollock and Chris Schultz up as forwards, and Rafe Briggs and Andy Gordon are back on defense. Now Briggs, though, will step up, and he'll be the first guy in the zone. Briggs, toe drags, he scores! Rafe Briggs makes it 7-2 on the power play goal with 6:13 left to play in the third period.
Between the legs of the defender, toe drag a little bit, that was a good shot. Pretty hard for a goalie to see that one. Rafe Briggs.
Now his 26th of the year, second of the game.
Well, 11 seconds into that Pelican Power Sports power play.
And Briggs, he's what you would call a veteran. I remember way back when, John, when he was playing varsity hockey and he was way too small to play varsity hockey. Now look at him.
And some people say he might still be too small to play varsity hockey, but when he lacks in size, he's got some pretty good stick handles to it.
I think he was about 70 pounds when he first played his first varsity game.
Life will get the assist, and it's now 7-2. Here's a shot and a save made by Carter Scholes, thrown all the way down, and it goes just wide of Fletcher, and another icing is called with 5:51 left to go here in the third period. 6 straight goals here for the Hawaii Capitals. We had 6 straight from the Rushmore Thunder. And these two teams are now on a collision course for tomorrow afternoon in the state semifinal, where Rushmore, although they're the 3 seed, are 2-0 against the Hawaii Capitals this year. That one will be thrown around, played back by Drew Artman. And then Rudabush had it, lost it off of his stick. And then it's going to be trying to get out by Riley Pfeiffer, but then thrown back across here by Bergquist just past him. So Pfeiffer is out there along with Carter Gordon and Jace Anderson. The 4th line for the Caps. First time we've seen them here this afternoon now. There's a shot. That one goes off the stick of Schultz, and then it was up to the top of the glass, but it did not hit the netting, so it stays in play. In the near side corner, played back. Reddy comes in front. There's a shot, a one-timer, and a good save there made by Schultz. Actually, pass came from Hoops. Bergquist kept it in the zone, but now Polak has it, and we get a penalty. And we'll see who the penalty is going to be on. It's going to be on the Capitals, but I think it's Jace Anderson that's going to go. Anderson goes for interference. So if you're the Huron All-Stars with 5:01 to go, you have to score. You have to score on this power play. Pelican Power Sports power play. Here's Dre Burnt. That will, after the face-off win, will throw it all the way down with 4:55 left to go here in the 3rd period.
Number 15, Jace Anderson.
And interference is going to be called on the Huron All-Stars.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either, but Artman's going to go for interference. Yeah, like I said, I don't know where the interference came from, but we'll have a 2-minute minor penalty for interference. That will eliminate 8 seconds in, will eliminate the power play for Huron. So 4:50 left to play. We play 4-on-4 for another minute 45. The Caps will have just 8 seconds of a power play, barring any other penalty that's called in the next minute 40. And it will come all the way on net until we get a whistle. And a little extracurricular activity.
But they're going to take them both.
Are we going to let everybody keep playing? No, I think we're going to take them both.
Yep.
Hoops and floor. And that's probably the right call. It's a 7-2 hockey game. Emotions might get a little bit, it won't get out of control, but motion might get a little bit higher. So better just to keep everybody calm.
Yep. Good job by the referees today.
So Hoops and floor are both in for matching roughing penalties with 4:39 left. So we still skate 4-on-4. The NHL, we go to 3-on-3, but we will stay 4-on-4 only because the other 2 penalties have been called. Dre Burnt goes over for Corbin Beestrom, and then thrown in by Devin Dotson. He's along with Ryan Wadeen out there on 4-on-4. A lot of empty ice here with 4-on-4 hockey. With 4:14 left to go. Devin Dotson with a good stick. Trying to get it in front. Now Dotson has it. Dotson did not. He was played on the second line for quite a few weeks, but did not score on that second line, so he's still looking for his first varsity career goal. Here is a pass from Dre Burnt, and now the Capitals can go the other way. That pass off the stick of Burnt and then played back, then thrown all the way down and goes wide for another icing with 3:47 left to go here in the 3rd period. So the Hawaii Capitals will face the Rushmore Thunder tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. And it will be Huron taking on the Sioux Center Storm at 11:35 in the first game of the consolation bracket. As we'll play one more day. We have 2 more games here today, but one more day here at Shields before we go over the Denny Sanford Premier Center for the 5th place, 3rd place, and championship game on Sunday. That was dumped in by the Huron All-Stars. That pass, trying to get in front of the net, goes off the stick of Carter Scholes. And then now here comes Dre Burnt the other way. And Burn a pass over for Cooper Schwartz. And now here's Devin Dodson still with it, trying to throw it towards the net. With 3:17 left to go here in the 3rd period. Comes up, and it'll be played out by Grady Bott. He lost the puck, taken by Dotson. And here's Devin Dotson. Trying to swing around, trying to throw it towards the net. And he threw it as he was falling to the ice, and a save is made by Cooper Letcher to get a whistle.
That's a good play by Dotson. That was a lot of work for that little shot that he put on right next to the skate of the Huron goalie.
And Dotson's the guy that, injury to Cordellis, a couple other injuries, he kind of found himself in the good spot to move up in the lines and was a second liner, and we might see him be near that second line again with John Lyons, maybe going back to the defense. We'll see how they want to handle that if Cordellis is unable to play tomorrow against the Rushmore Thunder. 3 minutes left to play here in the third period. Power play for about 5 seconds for the Caps. And it will end without them scoring. Jace Henderson takes a huge check. And now we are back to 5-on-5. So the Caps are 1 for 4. The All-Stars are 0 for 2. With 2:44 to play here in the third period. Our next game is Sioux Falls 2, the home team on the scoreboard against Sioux Falls 1 in the 4-5 matchup. Coming up around 2:05 here this afternoon. That one just misses. Here's another chance for Phillips, sticked in the corner by Carter Schultz. Here is Isaac Pollock, backhands it all the way down, and we will get a whistle for an icing with 2:18 left to go here in the third period. So again, it's round 116 right now, and of course we'll have the post-game show coming up, but 2:05 we'll have game number 3 of the day, and so we will be going back to regular programming for what could be about a half an hour or so. As it'll be played out. Feint on a shot was Hoops. And now here is Jace Anderson to dump it in on the back end. Lost his stick. And then we get another icing. Well, it looked like he was toward the red line, but I guess not. So we get another stoppage with 2:08 left to go here in this third period.
Capitals playing smart hockey here. They're icing the puck, burning up a little time. The clock is their friend right now.
It'll be Jace Anderson against Isaiah Phillips for the face-off to the left of Scholes. And it is won by Phillips, but then sticked away by Chris Schultz. Back for Phillips again. Now here is Carter Gordon that tried to flip it out of the zone, but could not. And now here is Anderson. Pass goes over for Dotson. And Dotson on the back end. He will dump it in after he got dumped. And they'll be played here by the All-Stars. Turned over, though. Pass looking in front for Dotson. And now an on-man rush going the other way for the All-Stars. 3-on-3 in the zone. There's a shot, and that one goes off the netting, or off the stick and into the netting for a whistle with Lucas Sibley. Had that shot. Boy, these first two games, an 8-1, now 7-2. The final scores aren't indicating how close these games actually were.
No, they're not. And these underdog teams are coming ready to play.
As the Capitals will get the face-off, Cooper Schwartz will throw it down. Ryan Wadeen will race after it. Wadeen, and then Cooper Schwartz was dumped in the net, so we got to get a whistle here. Somebody's going to go to the penalty box. Interference is called.
Yeah, you'll get an interference call like that when you pitch somebody in the net away from the play.
And it will be Isaiah Phillips. No, Sam Berquist that will go to the penalty box. With 1:23 to go here in the third period. And the fifth power play for the Capitals. Cooper Schwartz is a guy that he didn't get to play at all this season because he'd been dealing with injuries until the last weekend. He finally felt good enough to fight through the pain, and he scored a goal in the first shift against the Mitchell Marlins on that Sunday on Senior Day, and that was a fantastic sight to see him play just a couple of games, just one game basically all year, and he was able to score. As he is out there on the power play right now for the Capitals. Good to see him continue to play. He's got the puck now. A quick pass over for Dre Burnt. Into the zone. Here's Dotson with a chance. He scores! Dotson, his first varsity career goal. And it's 8-2 with 57.8 to go.
Well, for the next 57 seconds, we're going to be on run time, so this clock's going to run right down real quick. And this one is what you would call over.
And Devin Dotson, John Lyons both get their first varsity career goals of the season of their career here in this state tournament game.
What better place to do it?
Here's Corbin Beestrom, goes over for Dre Burnt. Flipped out by Berquist, or excuse me, by number 2, and that is going to be bringing it in and Drew Artman. to be played around the Caps with 25 to go. There's a shot. That one is saved. May there's a loose stick. I believe Burt and Schwartz will get the assist. There's a shot, and that one's sticked into the netting. And we get a whistle, but the clock will continue to run. And that will do it. No need to drop the puck again. Caps are going to win 8-2 and advance to the state semifinal against the Rushmore Thunder tomorrow afternoon in a collision course. Those two teams, the 2-3 matchup, is going to be a lot of fun. That game tomorrow afternoon at 4:30. And the Huron All-Stars will play the Sioux Center Storm tomorrow morning at 11:35 in the consolation bracket. So an 8-2 win here for the Oahe Capitals. They scored the last 7 straight goals. And we will step aside and come back and have the post game for you of this game. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, 1480 KSDR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Hello, hockey fans. First National Bank is excited to sponsor the 2021 Varsity Hockey State Tournament. Good luck to all the talented players, and a special shout out to our hometown team, the Oahe Capitals. At First National Bank, we're always on your team and ready with the assist to reach your financial goals. Check us out at firstnationalbanks.com or at First National BNK on Facebook. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Now's the time to get a great deal on Kubota equipment, like versatile #1 selling Kubota BX and L Series compact tractors, Z Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, now through June 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites has Midwestern charm and unprecedented attention to detail that provides the perfect getaway. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites provides a complimentary deluxe continental breakfast featuring hot waffles, biscuits, and gravy. They also have an indoor children's water playland, whirlpool and fitness center, and a beautiful backyard patio with seasonal fire pits. Everyone deserves a night away. Call 605-494-2582 to make your reservation today. The Clubhouse Hotel and Suites. Experience luxury in the heart of South Dakota.
Hey, this is Chris Busher, driver of the number 17 Fastenal Ford. Are you looking for ways to move your business forward faster? Fastenal can help with solutions to bring speed and efficiency to your supply chain. Get the best industrial brands, names like Milwaukee, MCR, and Kimberly-Clark Professional, in ways that minimize stockouts, total cost of ownership, and inventory on hand. From industrial vending to automated bins, Fastenal has a supply solution to move the needle on your business goals.
And we are back here at the Shields Iceplex as we have finished game number 2 of the day. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd and Jeff Anderson. 8-2 is our final score as the Oahe Capitals beat the Huron All-Stars, scoring 7 straight goals. They were down 2-1 and ended up winning 8-2. And Jeff, you said in the commercial break, 8 is great today.
8 has been great. First 2 teams that have won today, 8-1, of course, with Rushmore beating a Sioux Center Storm, and now 8-2 here. I don't think it's going to be an 8-2 game coming up with the 2 Sioux Falls teams.
I don't think 8.
I just don't see it.
I mean, I think if you're saying, we got to score 8 to win, I think you're going to be good if you score 8 goals. I don't think you're going to lose if you score 8. But I don't know if we're going to get to 8. We might get 8 combined. We might see a 5-3 game or something like that.
I'm thinking 4-2 somewhere in there.
Yeah,
that's a great game coming up.
Sioux Falls 2 and Sioux Falls 1. The winner will face the winner of Brookings and Watertown in the state semifinal. We have our first matchup for tomorrow set. The Oahe Capitals, actually the first matchup tomorrow is Huron and Sioux Center at 11:30, and then the first state semifinal game will be the Oahe Capitals taking on the Rushmore Thunder. That's going to be at 4:35 tomorrow afternoon. So both the Caps and Rushmore have clinched their spot to the Denny Sanford Premier Center on Sunday.
Well, and you may want to get here early for that game tomorrow because I have a feeling that it's going to be tough to get a seat.
I've heard a lot that there's a lot of Capital fans that there were a lot of Cowboy fans here today, but there's going to be a lot more fans coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they were planning to come tomorrow. So it's going to be a lot of fun going to tomorrow to see the Caps in Rushmore. But we still got 2 really good games to get to here this afternoon with Sioux Falls 2 and Sioux Falls 1 playing next, and then the Brookings Rangers and Watertown Lakers coming up to close out the nights.
Well, today we're going to see 3 of the premier teams. We really are. We saw Rushmore, we saw Oahe, and we're going to see Brookings. We're going to see all those teams. And it's going to be interesting to see, now that we've seen the other 2 teams, be interesting to see what that Brookings team looks like.
Yeah, and they're coming into the final game of the day. They probably have not even, well, they might be leaving now to come here down to Sioux Falls. But they've probably watched, they've probably been listening to see how things were going in the first 2 games. And, and if you're Coach Kirchhoff with Brookings, you're saying, okay, the Caps were down 2-1, but they came through, and Sioux Center had a 2-1 deficit to Rushmore. We can't we have to be on our game right away. We can't expect to win just because we're the top seed.
Go ahead.
It's hard to beat a good team for 3 periods. You can beat them for a period and a half or whatever, but it's hard to beat a good team for 3 periods.
Yeah, and we saw that in these first 2 games. And these underdogs have come to play.
Yeah.
And 2 periods.
Yeah.
You can't quite put that 3rd period together.
So an 8-2 win. The Caps scored 7 straight goals. They had 2 goals from Rafe Briggs, 2 goals from Keenan Howard, Andy Gordon, John Lyons, and Devin Dawson each got their first varsity career goals here this afternoon. Cody Rudebush and Ree Hoops were the ones that scored for the Huron All-Stars, who had a 2-1 lead, but then ended up with an 8-2 win here for the Oahe Capitals this afternoon. So they will advance to face Rushmore tomorrow evening at 4:30 to take on the Rushmore Thunder in the state semifinal game. So 2:05 is our next start time, which means that around 1:50 we'll be back on the air, which is about 20 minutes from now. We'll be back on the air to get the Game 3 of the day, as it will be the Sioux Falls 2 taking on Sioux Falls 1, the 4-5 matchup, as Sioux Falls will face each other. It's going to be a good one, Jim.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game, and I would be willing to bet that this place is going to be full.
Yep, we will. Thankfully, we got our seats already reserved, and we're going to have that for you on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube, as well as on the air on Capital City Rock and on 1480 KSTR in Watertown. So we'll have that game coming up at 2:05, back on the air around 1:50. We'll go back to regular programming. If you're watching right now on YouTube, you will also we'll have the live stream come to an end, and then we will then get the new live stream going up at around 1:50. So with that, we'll be back here in about 20 minutes. You've been listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock, CapitalCityRock.com, 1480 KSTR, and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
You've been listening to the 2021 Boys State Hockey Tournament. State Hockey Tournament coverage is brought to you by First National Bank, Envirotech, Taco John's, and Xander Auto Parts. State Tournament Hockey is also brought to you by Fisher Rounds, Kubota, Dakota Land, The Clubhouse in Pier, Weatherall, and Hermanson Endodontics. State Tournament Hockey is also brought to you by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Fastenal, Tickled Pink, The Shields Iceplex, Midwest Hockey TV, and Grey Goose Store and Social Club. And also by Leisure Palace Pools and Spa, Reliabank, Pelican Power Sports, Pizza Ranch, and Sunmasters. Your home for the Oahe Capitals is Capital City Rock and CapitalCityRock.com. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.